Hello and welcome back to Starfox Part 23, and in this episode we are entering the Ocean Force Points Temple.
The Ocean Force Point Temple.
I have to say it all dramatically because it is one of the points of power on planet Saria.
Wait a minute, we haven't been here before. You said we were here before.
No, I said we had to go through Cape Claw again, and we did have to go through Cape Claw again.
We did.
And now
this is new!
This is very new. Okay, the gimmick here. These panels are electrified. However, if you step on the switch, this board back here will tell you which panels are not electrified. You need to remember, however, that when you're looking at it, it's backwards.
So... No, it's not backwards.
No, it's totally
that...
backwards. It's
no,
backwards
no,
according to your perspective.
It's right. It's just a matter of perspective. So, only because you have to turn around, you might get screwed up. So, go to the... Okay.
And then two over.
And then go to over, to the left.
And then up, and yay!
Up. Nice.
And then Ice Blast the combat segment away.
Big Claw and Little Claw sound exactly the same.
They do.
Yeah, Fox. Kill him.
Make his ancestors regret their decisions.
God. Imagine taking combat advice from a dinosaur. Like, of all the... If there was any creature on Earth that probably had some badass ways of killing each other, it was the dinosaurs.
Not really. I mean, unless we're referring to the apex predators, and even then, the apex predators are pretty much jump on target, eat it until it dies.
Go for the throat.
Yeah. Jumped over. Oh, this platform has ice physics, so be wary of that. And there are goodies on each path. I think you have to do at least 2 of the paths in order to open the way forward. Yep.
Oh, gotta watch out for that auto jump. It can fuck you up.
Yes, the auto jump can screw you over, especially because you're going really slow on most of these platforms. Thankfully, you don't slide downward, but oh, you do actually have to go through all 3 paths. Okay.
Fuel cells. Fuel cell. Fuel cell.
Now, I don't really know what that one does. I assume it actually helps to activate the portal that's up over there, but I really don't know.
I would rationalize it as do all the things.
Well, it can't do all the things, because if it did all the things, this puzzle would be solved already.
No, I'm saying your objective is do all of the things.
Yes, your objective is to do all of the things, but that doesn't mean that all of the things are important.
True.
And there we go. Alright, and with the waterfall disabled, we can go into the other rooms. Not that
very good tightrope walking.
Damn it, they won't let us jump over there.
No, you gotta go. You gotta go up back. You gotta go up to narrow lane again. Wait a minute. You can shoot that green crystal, can't you?
The green orb that they showed off, yes, we
Yeah.
have to. I keep thinking that some of the instrumentation from here is from "You'll Be in My Heart" from the Tarzan movie. Phil Collins. God damn it!
What was that one Phil Collins song that he did that was like Blank in the Night? Was it Rumble in the Night? It's killing me right now. And I can feel it calling in the air tonight.
Hold
on. Oh, Lord.
That's in the air tonight.
I am shooting fire in the corresponding color. Oh Lord.
A lot of people dislike the Tarzan movie. I do not. I actually think the Phil Collins soundtrack makes it is actually a pretty good thing for the movie. Especially for a lot of the slower scenes where "You'll Be in My Heart" plays. I know it's emotionally manipulative, but it's a Disney movie. It's supposed to be emotionally manipulative.
I just want you to know, Gerda, that I think you feel your feelings towards Tarzan, towards Phil Collins in Tarzan, is probably analogous to my feelings towards Elton John's involvement in The Road to El Dorado, because I love the soundtrack in Road to El Dorado.
Yeah, the soundtrack to Road to El Dorado is fucking awesome. However, there are no songs in Road to El Dorado that I'll actually go back to listen to, and it's odd to me because I love the soundtrack in relation to the scenes that are going on in the movie, but I don't really care to listen to them outside. I mean, the intro for El Dorado alone is a kick-ass track. It really is, but I don't listen to it ever.
My favorite song from the Road to El Dorado soundtrack is It's Tough to Be a God.
Yeah, It's Tough to Be a God is a great goddamn party song.
Big smile, like you mean it.
So, let's be gods. The perks are great. El Dorado on a plate. Nope, I don't remember most of the lyrics.
Local feelings will not be rebuffed. It's tough to be a fox.
Yeah. It is tough to be a fox, though, especially in space. I mean, it's something that we don't actually bring up all that often. I mean, Fox
no, we don't.
Fox very clearly is an anthropomorphized space marine, so he doesn't have to deal. He doesn't have to deal with all of the problems that come with being a fox in space, but he still has to deal with a lot of the problems of being a fox in space.
Well, at least he's not a monkey in space.
This is true. I mean, monkeys have probably the same amount of problems as foxes have in space. I mean, at least a lot of the major ones that I can come up with. Dealing with fur in a no-gravity environment has to be a fucking bitch, man.
Yeah, it's funny. I never even thought about that. What if they got too much monkey fur in the air vents?
I mean, they're not likely to get too much monkey fur in the air vents, but it's possible in theory. That's not where this block goes, as evidenced by the fact that they won't let me climb on it.
Oh, they only let you climb on it when it's appropriate to?
Yep. That's where the block goes.
Alright.
Actually, the block goes on the block goes onto the other side. Come
here, my cubic friend.
You are not the box from Portal, so we do not care that much about you. But that's another FPS. God damn it. Plus, I don't actually have a copy of it right now.
Friendship Cube.
Hey, Friendship Cube is one of best cubes, okay?
Friendship Cube make me cry. Because he has to die.
Yes, we're putting the box there. It takes a while to push it there, though. You think this would be slightly easier given the fact that the floor is supposed to be icy here, but the water, apparently negates that.
I was going to comment on what would be the change in difficulty in pushing objects around until I realized it's already improbable to be moving around a block with that much ease for the size that fox is.
God damn it! My attack,
auto jump.
which I didn't mean to do, canceled out my auto jump momentum.
Because Fox is practicing his super karate flying jump kick.
He failed at it because he decided to implement his staff into it. Why would you implement your staff into a flying jump kick, Cloud?
It's because you forgot.
Oh.
You realized that you forgot that you had a gun and you decided to kick him.
Oh. Alright, so here we have a timing puzzle. First, kill the jellyfish. Not for any particular reason, I just want to kill the jellyfish.
Puzzle.
Have Tricky start the timing puzzle, and then all the torches are lit, and it is our job to re-extinguish them using the Krazoa statues.
I think I actually remember this, and for all the wrong reasons.
You should remember this for all the wrong reasons, because this puzzle and its brother puzzle that we have to do later are the reason why the fireball controls in this game fucking blow.
Right, because it's not just that you have to hit the statues in time. You have to time the statues because it takes them a second to actually fucking lean forward first.
That, and you're constantly fighting the controls here. You're actively fighting the controls here. They do not want to work for you.
Well, I mean, why? You're standing perfectly still. There's your target.
And we missed. No, we got it. Okay.
Oh my god.
Now,
all right.
You can't really tell.
You should hit it now.
You can't really tell from the footage here, but I have to actually position my analog stick very precisely in order to have it look this stable. I promise you, it is not actually this fucking stable. This is a chore to play through.
But you're standing still.
No, we're standing still, but remember, the fireball controls are still mapped to the analog stick.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hit that one now. Very good, Fox.
Nope.
What the Jimmy? What the Jimmy James Daniel Todd?
And
Magic smoke.
missed again.
Fucking help! Help me, Krazoa gods!
Well, the one Krazoa god, he's not going to help us. I mean,
damn it!
The one Krazoa god wants us to get all the Krazoa spirits. He doesn't really give a shit about the spellstones.
Oh, good.
All right, the difficult part is over. All we gotta do is this last puzzle, which will take us to the final room of the Ocean Horse Point Temple.
I wonder if every hero of the planet also has to do these silly little light 'em up and target shoot, like those games you find at Dave & Buster's where you have to shoot in the saloon at all the targets.
Come on. The Dave & Buster's gambling scandal was like a whole year ago, although it's still very prevalent.
Gambling scandal?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
I suppose. If you've ever been to a Chuck E. Cheese, you probably noticed the fact that a large portion of the time, kids don't actually seem to win all that many tickets. And this is because a majority of the games at a Chuck E. Cheese and or Dave & Buster's are in fact chance-based.
So, I see.
So not really a lot, but several parents were starting to get concerned about it because, hey, with these games being so very chance-based instead of skill-based, doesn't this pretty much mean that our kids are gambling? I mean, they're pretending to be skill-based, sure, but they're not really. They're chance-based.
Okay, well, what are some examples of games you find at Chuck E. Cheese?
All right, one of the more obvious ones that I can remember is the light roulette wheel. The light roulette wheel is very much a chance-based game. There's no real God damn it!
Wait, but isn't the light roulette the light roulette is the one where the light is going around in a circle and you have to hit the button to make it stop on the one that you want?
Yep. But if you've actually played the game before, you'll remember that, well, it doesn't stop immediately. In fact, without watching the game a couple times beforehand, you might never actually encounter the fact that it actually slows to a halt after you press the button.
Right, but that's a simple mathematical tessellation. You can account for that in order to get the result that you want.
You can, but not on the first time, and it's different on each playthrough.
Oh, okay, that's where I would draw the line. Is because you can't strategize.
You can, but your strategy might not apply.
I see why people would have us think about that, because then, giant anthropomorphic gray mouse is teaching their kids how to go to Twin River Casino.
Not really. I mean, Queen River Casino actually has, legitimate gambling machines.
Right, for adults. For 18 actually, no, I don't even think you can be 18 and go on a casino floor. You have to be 21 because you could get drinks.
And here I end up wasting a bit of time to go pick up those fuel cells because I want more fuel cells. Or do I go back for those on the second trip? Yep, I go back for those on the second trip.
And in the next part, Fox finally succumbs to his explosive gambling addiction and ends up losing all of his father's inheritance.
Well, mother's, actually. I mean, his father was already dead long before this point.
His dead father is very upset.